Okay, there are 30 children in a nursery school. At least one adult is needed for every 8 children. Work out the least number of adults needed in the nursery. So with your calculator, you could have done 30 divided by 8, and that equals 3.75. But can you have 0.75 of an adult? No, not really. So what they really need is 3.75 is almost 4. So we need to round it to 4. So the answer is 4 adults. And if you hadn't realised that you had to do 30 divided by 8, again, I like drawing pictures, so I could have drawn 8 children. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 children with 1 adult. And you can just repeat that until you've got up to your 30 children. You would have recognised, if you did it this way, there's a group. There's 3 groups that have all got 8 children and 1 adult, and there's 1 group that would still need an adult, so that's why we take it up to 4. 2 more children join the nursery. Does this mean that more adults are needed in the nursery? Well, let's have a look. There were 38. If we had 2, there were 30. If we had 2, that equals 32, and let's try again. 32 divided by 8 equals 4. They need 4 adults. So the answer is no, because 32 divided by 8 equals 4. Next, Emma has 45 rabbits. 30 of the rabbits are male. Let's start by filling in the table. So 30 of the rabbits are male. 8 of the female rabbits have short hair. So of the female, 8 of them have short hair. And 12 of the rabbits with long hair are male. Okay, so that's the information we're given. And we're also told there are 45 altogether. From that, I can work out the following. Okay, there's 45 altogether. 30 of them are male. That means 30 take away 45 is 15. 45 take away 30 is 15. If there are 8 females with short hair, there are 15 females altogether. 15 take away 8 gives me 7. There must be 7 there. I can add up my total column now. So 12 plus 7 equals 19. I can find out how many more males are needed for the total number of males. So I can do 30, take away 12, leaves me with 18. I can do 18 plus 8, which is 26. And I can double check, 19 plus 26, does that give me 45? Yes, it does. Okay, one of Emma's rabbits is chosen at random. Write down the probability that this is a rabbit with short hair. So I've got rabbits with short hair. Is a female rabbit with short hair. So out of all the rabbits altogether, there are 45. So it's got to be out of 45. How many females are there with short hair? There are only 8. So the answer must be 8 out of 45. Question 13. The total surface area of a cube is 294 centimetres. Work out the volume of the cube. Okay, so the surface area is, if here's my cube, it looks more like a cuboid, but never mind. Here's my cube. My cube's got 1, 2, 3 faces there. 1 at the back, which is 4. 1 underneath, which is 5, and 1 on the side round here that we can't see is 6. So that cube has got 6 faces. Now, if you added all of the areas of those 6 together, that gives you 294. So that gives me this area plus this area plus this plus this plus this plus this. And that equals 294 centimetres squared. And if I want the area of one face, I'm just going to divide that by 6. So 294 divided by 6 equals 49. Again, you have a calculator, so make sure you use it. So I know that the area of this square equals 49 centimetres. I need to use my square root button to find the square root of 49, because that's going to tell me the length of one of those sides. So I now need to do square root of 49 to give me this length here, or this length, or one of the lengths, and that equals 7 centimetres. So if I were to redraw my cube now, or cube what it looks like, it should be a cube, I know that this length here is 7 centimetres. And because it's a cube, this here must also be 7 centimetres. And this here must also be 7 centimetres. And we all know how to find the volume now. We do 7 times 7 times 7. And that will give us 343. And it's volume, so it's centimetres cubed. We're lucky they've already given us this down here. But the answer is 343 centimetres cubed. Question 14, we've talked about these ones and they are quite tricky, but here are two fractions. Work out which of the fractions is closer to 1. Okay, you've got 7/5 or 5/7. I've just realised, I said use your calculator, but we don't have a calculator for this paper. So 7 times 7 is 49, times it by 7, you can use whichever method you want. Anyway, back to question 14, 7/5 or 5/7. Well, let me have a look. I'm just going to create a little bit of a table here. And I've got 7/5 and I've got 5/7. Now, what do I know about 7/5? Now, that's more than, so it's greater than 1 whole. And it's actually, 1 whole will be 5/5 and that's 7/5. So it's 2/5 away from 1 whole. This one here is 5/7, so that's less than 1 whole. And it's, well, 7/7 would be 1 whole, and I've got 5/7, so that's 2/7 away from 1 whole. Now, you can draw a picture for this, you can do workings out, it's totally up to you, but I need to decide which is bigger. 2/5 or 2/7, because whichever one's bigger is going to be is not going to be our answer. It's going to be further away from 1. So if I had a pizza and I had 2/5 of my pizza, I've got 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5. Or I've got this pizza here and I've got 7/5. I've got 7ths, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 2/5, which is about here, or I've got 2/7, which is about here. So the bigger one is 2/5, which means this one is 2/5 away from a whole. So that's further away from a whole, that's slightly less. So 2/7 is closer to 1 whole.